Oh, so you thought that you were walking into an actual makeup guru's Get Ready With Me? Because let me tell you.
No, 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 no.
Hello, lovely. Welcome to the Get Ready With Me. I wanted to do a chill chit chat, sit down with you today. I feel like I haven't been able to really talk to you and actually sit with you. And today we are going to be talking all about making new friends, and I hope that it'll kind of make you feel a little bit more validated in how you're feeling and what you're doing. But let's go ahead and I'm gonna get started on my makeup. We're gonna start chatting. When it comes to making new friends, there are so many different things that you are going to experience. It's honestly going to feel like you're dating someone. I don't know, maybe you haven't gone on a date in a while, or maybe you've been with somebody for a really long time. I think that's something that nobody tells you. When you're making new friends, you feel like you're supposed to instantly connect with someone, and there are just gonna be people that you don't, and that's completely okay. I think it took me personally a long time to realize that, and especially, I mean, you all know this, I was using the Bumble BFF app to try to meet new friends, and there are so many times where I was talking to people and feeling like, oh, this isn't right. I don't really feel like I'm being the person that I am. I don't know. I feel like I'm feeding into what other people want me to be perceived as. And you're gonna feel that way. And it's normal. I think that's the basic thing that I'm trying to get across, is that you may have to go and hang out with somebody 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times before you realize this really ain't it. And that's okay. I think there's so much pressure when it comes to making new friends, and there's so many things you want to be able to feel. Like, you just want to have that one person that you can connect with and you can vibe with, and sometimes you're just not gonna find that immediately, and I think that's completely okay. I don't see why you need to immediately find the person you want to be best friends with, because it's gonna take time. I am feeling super dark eyes today. It's just what I'm going for, and I think that's what we're gonna do. So in terms of knowing whether that person is right for you or not right for you, the most important thing I think is to question whether you're actually being yourself around that person. If you feel that you have to keep dragging the conversation along, or you feel that something just doesn't feel right in your gut when you're around them, then maybe that person isn't for you. Now, to go on the complete opposite end of that, say you're around this person, you feel like you don't have to worry about what anybody else is thinking around you. You don't care about the public places you're in, you don't care about how you dress around them, you don't care about anything like that. I think that's an important sign that that person is going to be a good friend to you, because that's somebody that you feel the most comfortable around. But I think the most important factor to take in when you're making new friends is understanding what your boundaries are, understanding what your intentions are for that friendship, and also feeling reciprocated from that. One of the things that I had to learn the hard way is that you should speak to another person about how you feel, what you went through, and also what you expect within a friendship. Those are all just important factors, and I think when you're able to start a friendship that's open and they know what you're expecting and you know what they're expecting, it can create a beautiful atmosphere and environment for, one, yourself, two, your mental health, and also for your inner growth that you are most likely still working on. Moving on to the next thing is that when you're going through this, you are going to feel uncomfortable. You aren't going to know kind of what to do in different friendship situations. And again, to reference, like, it's like dating. It really is like dating, and you may feel like, gosh, I'm so tired of being alone. I want to be able to make connections, I want to be able to make friends, and you're just gonna have to put yourself out there. Sometimes you are going to feel like uncomfortable, and I know I said before that if you're uncomfortable completely around somebody, then it might not be the right thing, and that's not what I'm talking about in this scenario. In this scenario, I'm talking about it may feel different wanting to find new friends, and it may feel out of your comfort zone, right? And there are moments in time where it's okay to get out of your comfort zone, and one of those times is making friends. Sometimes you need to give yourself a little bit of slack, allow yourself to go through this discomfort when going out there and reaching out to new people, because that can all be so scary. It can be scary to just put yourself and be vulnerable with another person. It can be scary to even talk to other people that you don't know. It'll be scary to reach out. It'll be scary to learn about new people. But when you find that new connection with somebody, it's completely worth it. And there's a balance, right? There's a balance between that discomfort and comfort when it comes to the actual sentiment of making new friends. And that's the most important thing that you can remind yourself, is actually reaching out to somebody, actually talking to somebody, actually going out of your way to hang out with somebody is going to be hard. It's going to be awkward. It's going to be uncomfortable. And you might be thinking, I don't know if this is the right time to do this. But you also don't know the other side of that when you finally meet this person and you finally continually hang out with this person and you don't know what can develop through it. I guess what I mean by all these things is that this is kind of the process of making new friends. You know, you start out feeling excited, and then you finally meet somebody, or you finally start talking to somebody, and that's when all the nerves kick in, right? And all those nerves might feeling awkward, feeling uncomfortable, and that's one of the beginning steps of making new friends, because you want to be able and hopeful that somebody actually likes you for you, and you don't have to pretend to be somebody else. And I think that's what a lot of us get trapped in when we are starting this process, is that we try to be people that we are not. I said this before, where I was talking to Ariana, that all of you guys know. I was like, I get this sense of imposter syndrome, as, you know, before when I was going out on different Bumble dates and I was just appeasing whatever another person was talking about, and I would agree with it. And in my head, I would be like, wait, I don't actually agree with this. Why am I saying this? I think that's a normal thing we do when we don't know how to navigate a situation and we're not completely comfortable in. We just want to ensure that the person on the opposite end is feeling validated and feeling like we have something in common, when in reality it might not be there. As you're working through these friendships and as you're working and meeting new people, it's a great reminder to be yourself. That's so much easier said. And I mean, I've been at fault where I was meeting new people and I wasn't being 100% myself authentically. And it was negative. It was so negative because I felt like I gave people a version of myself that I was not. Ultimately, those friends I just didn't talk to anymore. When you're trying to learn how to make new friends, you have to make sure that you're being 100% yourself. And it's so easy to not be yourself when you're around new people, because you just want them to like you. You just want them to make you feel included. You just want them to hang out with you again. And it's so easy to fall into a trap where that happens. You fall into this mindset that people are not going to like who you actually are. And once you start realizing that there are people out there that love the version of you that is the most version of you, it's an incredible feeling. You have to learn to accept yourself for who you are, because people can take that away from you very easily, and you can fall into traps where you're just not being the person you're supposed to be. And I don't want you to fall into that, because that's something that I did, and it was really hard to get out of, which is why I had to work on the person I was. Again, making friends is difficult, especially if you're somebody like me who is in their 20s, just getting out of another friendship, going through learning and dealing with who they are and not completely understanding the person they are. And right now that just might be you, and that's okay. Out of this video, I just wanted to be able to sit down and talk with you and speak to you about what I've thought of going and making new friends, and try to relate it back to maybe something that you're going through. Sometimes we just need to hear from somebody else that what we're going through is normal and valid, and that we're not alone in this entire journey of being by ourselves and learning who we are and trying to find people that accept us for who we are. But I hope today's video just allowed you to learn a little bit more about yourself. But yes, that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like this video, subscribe down below, turn on the post notification bell so you know when I upload. I upload every Tuesday and Thursday, and every Thursday is a journaling video together. Anyways, thank you for sitting through this and just chatting with me and being with me. I really love these, and I honestly just really needed this today, so thank you for being here. But anyways, I will see you on Thursday. I love you so much. Bye.